Okay, we are already live. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's another wonderful discussion on this Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we're going to discuss from Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 14. Text 14 is going to be very interesting. So yesterday we had a very nice discussion how that Krishna protects and how that Ishtadeva, we discussed on Ishtadeva and all these kind of things. Wonderful. All right. So today is 16th July 2026. We are already in the half. We have already passed half of the month. So things looks very exciting. Every day we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam. It's so interesting. So before we start, let's have gratitude. And today I think going to be Vraja Prema. Are you there, Vraja Prema?
Harishna Prabhu.
Can you on your camera? Everybody like your divine face. Ah, that is our Vraja Prema. Okay.
Harishna and Pranam. Okay. First of all, I would like to grateful to Patita Taran Prabhu who conducting the class without any fail. He try his level best to conduct the class regardless of any issues in between. Then due to this class, first of all, when I get agitated, at one point I get agitated. Let's say I got agitated one day before or what. Due to the class itself, maybe not the content of it, the way Patita Taran Prabhu express it and then make it understand itself is very pleasing. As if that Sukadev Prabhu, Sukadev is something, what they call, when he talk from the mouth of Sukadev is very much pleasing. So that much pleasing when I listen it from Patita Taran Prabhu, Jagannath Das Prabhu. So it's that much of pleasing. With that, when I can carry out the day throughout the whole day itself without any anxiety. So thank you very much, Prabhu, for giving this particular class in a very pleasing way, where any of us wouldn't be get hurt just because the way that you express it in a very layman term, in a very pleasing way, which is you do it in a very way, austerity of speech 7.15 seems. So the message that you are telling is very much pleasing to every one of us. So thank you very much, Prabhu, to inspire us on daily basis. Even though you get demotivated sometimes, but somehow or other, Krishna and Guru Maharaj and all the Guru Parampara that you are doing the invocation daily, and with our prayers, and everything goes smoothly. So I really wish that Patita Taran Prabhu keep on doing this class until the end of the 12th canto with the mercy of all the Guru Paramparas. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Harishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All credit goes to Srila Prabhupada. All credit goes to Guru Maharaj and to my mentors. I am just an instrument. Hare Krishna. So thank you. So let's start our today's session. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttaparakamanam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachari Starine नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्री वर्षभनावी देवी दयिताये कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विघ्नदायिनी प्रभुवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमार्य श्री रूपनुग भक्ति श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्ताये दीनातारिणे रूपनुग विरुदाप सिद्धांत ध्वांतहारिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्ताये विप्रलंबर संबोधे पादांबुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनु गौरायते गौरवीर्भव भूमे स्तोम निदस सज्जन प्रिया वैष्णव सर्वभौमा श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्री गुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं मञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः ओम महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसे नमः पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तवदारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्ते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशारी गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नस्तप्रयेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भागवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भावति नैष्टिकी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्माद्यस्य यतो अन्वयात् पितरश्चर्ते स्वाभिजनस्वरात् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि कवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारी मृदंगता विनिमयो यत्र त्रिशर्गो मृषा दाम्ना स्वेना सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि हरि ओम तत्सत् नमो विष्णुपदे कृष्ण विष्णु विजय प्रताप स्वामी राम आचार्य प्रताप आचार्य पाठ की जाए हरे कृष्णा. Okay, so let's start our another exciting journey here. So we have already we are going through. So the first trauma Draupadi went through, and she forgave Ashwatthama. Now Ashwatthama released his weapon again, and now putting the daughter-in-law Uttara under anxiety. Uttara is also daughter-in-law for Draupadi and also daughter-in-law for Subhatra. Okay, Arjuna's another wife, Subhatra. So now they have released that weapon, and that weapon is coming straight to kill the child in the womb. And Uttara came running and begging Krishna, Pahi Pahi Mahabahu. So protect me, oh Supreme Personality. So came and begged for protection. And now after that, then he realized Ashwatthama again, he did his mistake again. All right, and let's see now what happened in this verse. Where is it? All right, just let me see. Where did I safety that? Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Pashatyadeshatarini. All right. Everyone can see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. All right. So we're going to start with the Anta, Antashta, Antastaha, sarvabhutanam atma yogeshvaro hari swamayaya vrinod garbam savamayaya vrinod garbam vairatyam kuru tantave vairatya kuru tantave. Okay, correct. Antashta sarvabhutanam atma yogeshvara harihi swamayaya virnod garbam. Oh, mayaya virnod. Okay. Mayaya virnod garbam vairatya kuru tantave antashta sarvabhutanam atma yogeshvara harihi swamayaya virnod garbam vairatya kuru tantave. Yes, anybody please recite the verse.
Prabhu, shall I?
Go ahead, Mataji.
Antasta sarva bhutanam atma yogeshwara hari swamaya vrinod garbam vairatya kuru tantavi. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
Kuru Tantavi. Yes, nice.
I'll
Next.
try, Prabhu.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Antasta sarva bhutanam atma yogeshwaro hari swamayaya vinod garbham vairatya guru tantave.
Yes, nice. Purna Rupani Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
अन्तात्ता सर्वभूतानां आत्मयोगेश्वरो हरि
Hari. Not
हरि
Hari. Hari.
हरि स्वमायाय विनो गर्भां
Garbam.
गर्भं वैराग्य कुरु तत्तवे
Tantave.
हन्तवे हरे कृष्ण
I notice that all your last words, all your raga will pull Y. Anything Yogeshwara Harihi. Then Vrnot Garbang. Then Gurtave.
Okay,
No.
okay, I'll take it.
Last words, all like the raga is pulling. Maybe at the last moment you're trying to breathe in, I think.
Oh,
Okay, anyway.
thank you.
Next.
Can I try, Babu?
Prabhu.
Antasta sarvabhutanam atma yogeshwaro hari swayami swamayaya avarnot garbam vairatya kuru tantave.
Yes. But here it's not our note. Swamaya ya vrnot. So we combine.
Samayaya varnot.
Yes, correct.
Thank you, Babu.
Because when you separate, of course, Swamayaya, then Avirnut. But they have combined it. All right, anyone else?
Hare Krishna, I try.
Yes, go ahead. Muru Mataji, Nanda, who's going to do first? Okay, after Muru is Nanda, okay? Nanda Mataji, okay, go ahead.
Antashta sarva bhutanam atma yogeshwaro
Hold on. Again?
atma yogeshwaro hari.
Start again. Slowly.
Antashta sarva bhutanam
No, Bhutanam.
bhutanam
Yes,
atma yogeshwaro hari
very good.
swayamaya not garpam
Swamaya, okay.
vairatya guru tantave.
Yes, nice. Don't recite the first very fast. Do it slow. So that's why you like get this thing, okay? Nanda Devi Mataji.
अन्तास्ता सर्वभूतानाम् आत्मयोगेश्वरो हरिः स्वमायायावृणोद्गर्भं वैराध्य कुरु तन्तवे. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Antastha sarva bhutanam atma yogeshvaro hari Swamayaya Vrnod Garbam Vairatya Kuru Tantave. Antastha, being within. Sarva, all. Bhutanam, of all living beings. All right. Atma, soul. Yoga Ishvara, the Lord of all mysticism. All right. Yoga and Ishvara. Hari, the Supreme Lord. Swamayaya, by the personal energy. Avarnot, covered. Garbam, embryo. All right. Tamil also we call that Garbam, embryo. Vairatya, of Uttara. Kuru Tantave, of the progeny of Maharaj Kuru. Okay. Please read the translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Yes, go ahead.
the Lord of Supreme Mysticism, Sri Krishna, resides within everyone's heart as the Paramatma. As such, just to protect the progeny of the Guru dynasty, he covered the embryo of Uttara by his personal energy. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So, what happened? The Lord, the supreme mysticism. The Lord is actually the supreme mysticism. Okay, that means he gets all the supreme mystic power. Sri Krishna resides within everyone's heart. So he stays in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Okay, so now what happened? Now let's look at this, that what we discussed yesterday. When Sutta Goswami was talking and praising Krishna, because the entire Bhagavatam, the goal of Srimad Bhagavatam is to understand the supreme personality of Godhead in the form of Sri Krishna. Okay, so when he's talking about that, see how he puts his word. He puts his word and says that the Lord of the supreme mysticism, who is, please mute. Someone is not muted. Okay, so the supreme mysticism, Sri Krishna, okay, he resides within everyone's heart as the Paramatma. Okay, so let's look at the word Antashta, being all Bhutanam, Sarva, a living entity, Atma, soul, Yoga Ishvara, the Lord of mysticism. Harihi, the supreme Lord. So here the word is Hari. Okay, Hari. And so, but here the translation says that Sri Krishna, because the Krishna is Ishtadeva, so they say Sri Krishna, reside in everyone's heart as Paramatma. As such, just to protect the progeny of the Kuru dynasty, he covered the embryo of Uttara by his personal energy. All right. So, do you remember seeing that photo? Where is it? Okay. So this is the thing, right? So what happened? So now in that embryo, what they call Parikshit Maharaj is there, and now Krishna, he enters and protected the embryo against the. Can you see behind that? There's a bright yellow light. That means this is the light that attacked. All right, that's the Brahmastra. So in the Brahmastra coming, he protected the embryo. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. So by his personal energy. So that means what? He covered the embryo of Uttara by his personal energy. The Lord, the supreme mysticism, can simultaneously reside within everyone's heart and even within the atom by his Paramatma feature. Okay, so we have studied that, right? So we understood that Krishna has a three form in this material world. All right, one first is from Garbho Dakshay Vishnu starts Kshiro Dakshay Vishnu. Kshiro Dakshay Vishnu has three characters, what I call task. One is Paramatma, that means in everyone's heart. Number one is Paramatma. Number two, he's in Vishnu, all pervading. He's in every atom. And number three, the Vishnu that managed the material world. Okay, so the Lord Supreme, that means that he can simultaneously, at the same time, he can reside here, and also he can also reside in everyone's heart. Okay, so his plenary portion, okay, feature by his Paramatma feature, which is called the plenary portion. Now the thing is, Why Prabhupada use this plenary portion? All right. Plenary portion means planetary. That means in this material planet. Okay. Say like for instance, we are spiritual being, but we are living in this place. That means we are in a plenary portion. That means we are stuck in this material world. Plenary. Everyone follow me on this? Do you get it? So next time when they say the plenary portion of the Lord, then we understand what does that mean. So the plenary portion means the one who stays in these material planets. Okay, it's plenary portion. Therefore, okay, then and Prabhupada also write the word portion. Portion means what? Part of that plenary portion. Okay, now please tell me, who is that plenary portion? Who is the plenary? Anybody? Hello?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I don't understand the question, Prabhu.
Okay, what does plenary means?
Plenary means the material world.
Okay. So now Prabhupada there's a two meaning here. First, he say plenary, and second, he say portion. What is that? How do you understand? How do you understand this word? Okay,
Part
like
of
this.
the world.
All right, like this. See, this is the whole, right? This is the complete thing. Can you see?
Yes,
The
Prabhu.
circle. Okay. Then when you look at this, then I take another one and I just put this. What do you call this blue color thing?
Portion.
Portion, right?
Yes.
Of the entire circle, yes?
Yes, correct.
So the question I'm asking here, Prabhupada writes here, plenary and the portion. What does that mean?
Partial expansion.
So who's that? Partial expansion, I understand. Who is that plenary and who is the portion?
Who's the plenary and who's the portion, Babu?
Ah,
Plenary is already a portion, Babu.
but here Prabhupada writes plenary portion. Portion of that plenary, right? Yes, Namaras.
Is it, I don't know, is it Garbhodakshayi Vishnu is the plenary and the portion is the Paratma?
Shirodakshayi. Exactly. You're right. You're right. Everyone got me? Vaishnava Prabhu, you understand Prabhu? You got it?
Yeah.
So the plenary is Garbhodakshayi and the portion of the plenary is Shirodakshayi. All right. So that means it's even within the womb of his Paramatma feature in his plenary portion. All right. So therefore, from within the body of Uttara, he covered the embryo to save Maharaj Parikshit and to protect the progeny of Maharaj Kuru, in which King Pandu was also a descendant. Okay. So Maharaj Kuru is the founder of the Kuru dynasty. And from Kuru dynasty, Pandu was the descendant, and his descendant is the Pandavas, especially Yudhishthira. And then the following this one going to be Parikshit. So both the sons of Dhritarashtra and those Pandu all belong to the same dynasty. Prabhupada writes. Both the sons of Dhritarashtra. So Dhritarashtra is the elder brother and Pandu is the younger brother. All of them in the same dynasty of Maharaja Kuru. Therefore, both of them were generally known as the Kurus. I think I discussed that before, right? So when we saw the war, they say Kurukshetra war, they say one side is Kuru, another one is Pandava. All right, because there's a separation. But actually both of them under the same dynasty. But particularly when there were difference between the two brothers, yes, Prabhupada writes here, when there is a difference between the two brothers, I mean the difference between the sons of Dhritarashtra. So when the two brothers' family, that's when the sons of Dhritarashtra were known as the Kurus, while the sons of Pandu were known as Pandavas. Since the sons of and grandsons of Dhritarashtra, sons and grandsons of Dhritarashtra were all killed in the battle. All right, the son and even his grandsons all were killed in battle. So the last son of the dynasty is thus designated as the son of the Kurus. That is why the Parikshit Maharaj is given the name of the son of the son of the Kurus. All right. Do you all follow me on this? Any questions? Who don't understand? Okay. All okay? Are you following me? All right. Okay. There's a thumbs up there, right? Good. Now, let's look at the text 15. Yatyapyastram brahmashiras tvamogam chapratikriyam vaishnavam teja asadya samashayat brigudvaha. Yadyapi, although astram, weapon, Brahma, Shira, supreme, two, but amogam, without check, cha and apratikriyam, not to be counteracted. Vaishnavam, in relation with Vishnu, Teja, strength, Asadya, being confronted with, Samashamyat, was neutralized. Brigudvaha, the glories of the family of Bhrigu. Translation, please.
O Shaunaka, although the supreme
O
Brahmastra
Saunaka, although the supreme Brahmastra weapon released by Aswatthama was irresistible and without check or counteraction, when confronted by the strength of the Vishnu, Lord Krishna, it was neutralized and foiled. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Suddenly, two people start reading the translation. The next translation, Nanda Devi Mataji reads, okay? Okay. O Shaunaka, what does that mean? Who's speaking here?
Sutta Goswami.
Yeah, okay. Shaunaka is the head of this thing, right? So, O Shaunaka, although the supreme Brahmastra weapon released by Ashwatthama was irresistible and without check or counteraction, but when these things get confronted by the strength of Vishnu, Lord Krishna, it was neutralized and foiled. Foil means it has been overcome. Okay. Let's look at the purport. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the Brahma Jyoti, or the glowing effulgence of a transcendental resting. Okay, in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Brahma Jyoti, or the glowing effulgence of the transcendental, is resting on the Lord Krishna. In other words, the glowing effulgence, known as Brahma Tejas, is nothing but the rays of the Lord. What does that mean? Right? What does that mean? So, that means when you look at this term here, what is Brahma Jyoti and what is Brahma Teja? Both are resting on the Lord, Sri Krishna. So that means it is a kind of aura. So this is the aura of Krishna is so bright until the Brahmastra, it is nothing. Okay, so we must remember Brahma Jyoti means it's the aura of Krishna. So the aura of Krishna is so bright, it illuminates the entire spiritual sky. That means from Goloka Vrindavan, it illuminates the entire spiritual sky. That means including all the Vaikunthas. And it's so bright, sometimes the Brahmavadis, they want to merge into the light and be nothing. But they don't have that eye or understanding to see that inside the Brahma Jyoti, there is Vaikuntha. There is a place. Right? So that means now in other words, the glowing effulgence known as Brahma Tejas is nothing but the rays of the Lord. Just as the sun rays of the sun disk. So this Brahma weapon, although materially irresistible, materially is very powerful, but could not surpass the supreme strength of the Lord. The weapon called Brahmastra, so Brahma Shiras. So the weapon called Brahma Shiras, released by Ashwatthama, was neutralized and foiled. The plan spoiled, okay, by Lord Krishna, by his own energies. That is to say, he did not wait for any other help because he is the absolute. So immediately Krishna went and saved the thing. Ma mangsta hetat ascharyam sarvascharya chutaye ya edam mayaya devya srajatyavati hantyaja. Right? So now what are the words that we can understand? Ma mangsta he etat ascharyam. Ascharyam na achiryam. In Tamil, we call the word Acharyam. Now, Vlacharyam arkane. And this is Sarvascharya. So that means it is also the very, what they call, wonderful and very mysterious. Achyuta, Krishna. Ya idam, yes. And at this place, ya means yes, this place. Mayaya Devya, Sarjati Avati Hantyaja. So Ma, do not mamsta, think he certainly ate that all these Ascharya. The word Ascharyam, yes, wonderful. Sarva, all. Ascharyam, Ascharya in all mysterious. Sarvame, illame Acharyama irukku. Right? Achyute, the infallible. Achyute is infallible. Or Krishna. Yeah, one who idam this. Mayaya, by his energy. Devya, transcendental. Srijati, creates. Avati, maintains. Hanti, annihilates. Aja, unborn. Translation, Mataji.
O Brahmanas, do not think this to be especially wonderful in the activities of the mysterious and infallible personality of Godhead. It is so because he, by his own transcendental energy, maintains and annihilates all material things, although he himself is unborn. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here, O Brahmanas, again Suttadev Goswami is telling the Sukadev, Shaunaka and all the Brahmanas, he's saying, do not think, he's giving a lecture, do not think this is to be especially wonderful in the activities of the mysterious and infallible personality of Godhead. Okay? Do not think that this is especially wonderful because it's in the activities of the mysterious and infallible Supreme. Or because he's Supreme, he's distinct. No, do not think that. It is so because he, by his own transcendental energy, he maintains it, he annihilates it, all material things. Although he himself is unborn. What does that mean? So he's telling, don't think, oh, because he's a Supreme Personality, Godhead, he entered the thing and covered the thing. Don't think like that. Because you must understand, he has his own transcendental energy. And through his transcendental energy, he maintains it and he annihilates, destroy everything. Even though he's unborn. All right. So let's look at the purport. See what Prabhupada writes. The activity of the Lord are always inconceivable. What does that mean? The activities of the Lord is always inconceivable, cannot be understood to the teeny brain of the living entities. We got a small, little tiny brains. All right. In our small, little tiny brains, we can never understand the activities of Krishna. Nothing is impossible for the Supreme Lord. But all his actions are wonderful for us. Nothing is impossible for him, but for all his actions are so wonderful for us. And thus, he is always beyond the range of our conceivable limits. He is beyond the range from our understanding. The Lord is all powerful, all perfect, and personality of Godhead. The Lord is 10% perfect, 100% perfect. Whereas others, namely Brahma, Narayana, Shiva, and the demigods, all the other living beings, possesses only different percentage of such perfection. No one is equal or greater than him. He is unrivaled. Right? How is that possible? Right? When I am talking about Brahma, yes, okay, fair enough. Shiva, okay, and the demigods, okay. And what is this Narayana? He says the Lord is, whereas the others, namely Brahma, Shiva, demigod, fair enough. Or other living beings, fair enough. But we're talking about Narayana. What is that so? Right? Because we understood from Nectar of Devotion, Krishna has complete 64 qualities. Narayana has 60 qualities. Lord Shiva has how many? Narayana 64. Lord Shiva has 54. Is it? Am I right, Prabhu? Vaishnava Prabhu?
58, Prabhu.
58. Okay. Lord Shiva has 58 qualities. Okay. And Brahma also had 58 qualities, right? Brahma and gods have 58, but on a lower degree.
Yeah.
And we human being?
Still, Prabhu, I'm not so sure, Prabhu.
Yeah, but I remember 76%, right? There's a percentage, there's a calculation. Anyone remembers or not? The qualities of
55. Human being 50.
right, okay. So Krishna 64, Narayana 60, Lord Shiva
55.
55,
And
we human being 50,
50. 50.
but the demigods also got 50, but on a higher level. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Wow, very good, Prabhu, Rajendra Prabhu.
பிரபு ஆனா ஹரிஷ்ணா பிரபு லார்ட் பிரம்மாக்கும் லார்ட் சிவாக்கும் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு பிரபு. ஐ மீன் தே நாட் இன் த சேம் லெவல். ஐ மீன் இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் குவாலிட்டிஸ்.
Yeah, Brahma and other demigods got 50 qualities, right? Lord Shiva get 55 qualities.
Oh, okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Because the demigods and we are same. But of course, we have a minute, but they got bigger.
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Okay. So no one is equal or greater than him. He is unrivaled. So that's why Prabhupada writes says unrivaled means Lord Krishna is unrivaled. Okay, text 17. Brahma tejo vinirmuktair atmajai saha krishnaya prayana bimukham krishnam edam aho pratasati. Aha means what? Say aha. Aho means wow. This is not aho, aha. Right? Brahma Teja, radiation of the Brahmastra, Vinirmuktai, being saved from Atmajai along with the sun, Saha with Krishnaya. Okay, the word is Krishnaya, all right? So Saha, along with, Saha means along, right? Or with, okay? Krishnaya, Draupadi, okay? Draupadi, Prayana, outgoing, Abhimuktam, towards Krishna, the Supreme Lord, Idam. These aha said, Prata, Kunti, Sati, chaste, devoted of the Lord. All right. Translation, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Go ahead.
Thus saved from the radiation of Brahmastra, Kunti, the chaste devotee of the Lord, and her 5 sons, and Draupadi addressed Lord Krishna as he started for home. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thus saved from the radiation of Brahmastra. After being saved, Kunti, the chaste devotee of the Lord, Kunti Maharani, along with the 5 sons and Draupadi, Krishnaya, they start to address Lord Krishna as he started for home. So that means after he saved the ten, now Krishna going to leave. Krishna going to leave and see what happened. This is the highlight of this chapter. It's going to start now. Okay, let's go to the purport. Then after that, we take a short 2 minutes break. Then we start the highlight of this chapter. Kunti is described herein as Sati. Sati means chaste. Due to her unalloyed devotion to Lord Krishna, Kunti Maharani, her mind will just now be expressed in the following prayers to Lord Krishna. That means we're going to read now. A chaste devotee of the Lord do not look at others, namely any other living being or demigod. A chaste devotee of the Lord. Now we are talking about the chaste devotee of the Lord. So once you become a chaste devotee, just like a chaste wife, do not look at any other man other than the husband. Similarly, a chaste devotee of the Lord do not look at any other, namely other living beings or demigod. Even for deliverance from danger. Even there's a big danger, they need to be saved. They don't even call upon them. I hope you all are following me. That was all along characteristic of the whole family of the Pandavas. This is the all along characteristic, all right, of the whole family of the Pandavas. Why? Because they knew nothing except Krishna. And therefore, the Lord was always ready to help them in all respect and in all circumstances. So we should build our character, our devotion in that way. We should become a chaste devotee of Krishna. I shouldn't say we. I'm looking at myself. I'm telling me. I should become like that. In all respect, I should always remember Krishna and only Krishna. Okay? And in all circumstances. So now Prabhupada writes, that is the transcendental nature of the Lord. He reciprocates the dependence of the devotee. He reciprocates. I believe that all of us are enjoying it, right? Everyone is enjoying that. If not, you won't be here. You just like not a one-way ticket. You just do something and nothing. No, because we are thinking about renunciating and everything being desireless, reduce of desire. When these materials are supposed to increase your desire. Why? Because we are getting some higher taste coming in. When we start to get that higher taste, these kind of mundane nonsense tastes are coming out from the heart. One should not proper right. Therefore, look for help from imperfect living beings or demigods. Shoo. Any question? All right. What Prabhupada writes here? One should not look for a help from imperfect living beings. All right, like imperfect living beings, right? Like bogus gurus and all these things, or even demigods. We should not even look for help. But one should look for help from Lord Krishna, who is competent to save his devotees. Okay. So sometimes when you see that, sometimes they say like, for these things, you go and do. Sometimes once I remember last time when I used to go and look for an astrologer, the first say, no, you go and do this, you put light for this, this planet, these planets. I said, no, please give me a remedy. Then they thought that, what this guy is talking. But now I realize, we should not even look for help. Because you know why? Because Lord Krishna is competent to save his devotees. He's there to save. And Prabhupada is such a chaste devotee. Also never ask the Lord for help. So they also won't ask help. But out of his own accord, he's always anxious to render it. So he's always looking forward to render his service. Okay. All right. So we're going to start text 18, the highlight of the test. It's going to be very beautiful. So shall we just take a short break, Prabhus and Mothers? Huh? And another thing, is that okay? We can just overshoot a little time because 18, 19, 20, at least we try to finish, we try to do 3 prayers for today. It's a going to be very powerful and very exciting prayer because this is the highlight of the text, right? So let's take a short break, just 2 minutes. Get up, go take a drink, water, whatever, and come back. Hare Krishna. Satyanarayan, bro, you want to say something?
No, bro. Okay, bro.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
You send your friend the Radha Ratra program. You tell that we can be there by 3 lah. Then because I tell we are not waiting for the prasadam all.
He knows. I told him.
We need more than 40 minutes to reach there.
Yeah, lecture. Tell him lecture.
All right. Hare Krishna. Shall we continue? Everyone is back? Okay. All right. Now let's look at this prayer. Everybody recite. Whoever want to recite, you can recite. Kunti Uvacha Namasye Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam Namasye Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam. Come on, anybody?
Kunti Uvacha. Namasye Purusham Tvatyam Ishwaram Prakrti Param Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam Antabahir Avastitam.
Nice. Next.
Kunti Vacha Namasye Purushang Tvadyam Ishwarang Prakrti Param Alaksham Sarvabhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Who else?
Kunti Uvacha Namashi Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakriti Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam.
Very nice. Next. All right. Namasye Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam. Kunti Vacha. Srimadi Kunti said, Namasye, let me bow down, or Namaskaram. Purusham, the Supreme Person. Tva, you. Adyam, Adi Moolam, the original. Ishwaram, the controller. Prakrite, the material cosmos. Param, beyond. Alakshyam, the invisible. Sarva, all. Bhutanam, of living beings. Antaha, within. Bahi, without. Avastitam, existing. Translation, please.
Hare Krishna. Srimadi Kunti said, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all.
Yes, Srimadi Kunti said, Oh Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of material world because it's always aloof. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all. Even you are existing within and also without, within the heart and also without outside, but still you are invisible. No one can see you. So Srimati Kunti Devi was quite aware of that Krishna was the original position. Okay, he was quite aware that Krishna was the original personality of Godhead. Although he was playing the part of her as a nephew, such an enlightened lady could not commit a mistake by offering obeisances unto her nephew. Therefore, she addressed him as the original Purusha beyond the material cosmos. Although all living entities are also transcendental, that means we are all transcendental, but they are neither original nor infallible. That means they are not the original. At the same time, infallible means it's not like they cannot be subdued. The living entities are up to fall. The living entities, the problem is we have the potential to fall, up to fall down under the clutches of material nature. We are under the clutches of material nature, and we stand a very big chance to fall. But Lord is never like that. In the Vedas, therefore, is described as the chief amongst all living entities. Then again, he is addressed as Ishvara. Ishvara means the controller. The living entities or the demigods like Indra, Chandra, Surya are all to some extent Ishvara. To a certain level, they are Ishvara. Example, who is the Ishvara of the country? The Prime Minister. The Prime Minister, Ishvara of the country. Who is the Ishvara of the state? The Chief Minister. Who is the Ishvara of the house? The man of the house. Ishvara means the one who controls. But none of them is Supreme Ishvara, Param Ishvara. Okay, in 5.1, Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara is controller, Parama is supreme. The supreme controller is Krishna, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Or the ultimate controller. Okay, he is Parameshvara or the super soul. He is both within as the super soul and also without. Although he was present before Srimadi Kunti as a nephew, he was also within her and everyone else. So that means even that he was there in front of Srimadi Kunti Devi as a nephew, right? As a brother's son. But still, he also was within her as Paramatma, and just like into everyone else. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, 15.15, I am situated in everyone's heart. Then he says, due to me only, one remembers, forgets, and cognizant and all about. Though through all the Vedas, and also through all the Vedas, I am to be known, because I am the compiler of the Vedas. Because if you remember that he is the compiler, because he's in the form of Vyasadeva. And I am the teacher of the Vedanta. And the one who teaches Vedanta is Vyasadeva. He is the teacher. So Queen Kunti affirms that the Lord, although both within and without, all living being, but still is invisible. The Lord is, so to speak, a puzzle for a common man. He's always a puzzle for a common man. Hey, is it there? It's a puzzle. Queen Kunti experienced personally that Lord Krishna was present before her, yet he entered within the womb of Uttara. So what we understand from here? Krishna was there right in front, looking. But while they were looking, Krishna, please help. At the same time, Krishna entered the womb of Uttara and protected the womb. He saved her embryo from the attack of Ashwatthama's Brahmastra. Are you following me, Prabhus and Mothers?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right, great. Then, okay, Brahmastra. Kunti herself was puzzled. Even Kunti herself was puzzled whether Krishna is all pervasive or localized. She's puzzled. Is it the one who stays inside the heart, or is it all pervasive, the one who pervades everything? In fact, he is both. Om Purnamada Purnamidam. Purnam Ada. Ada means there. He is completely there and is completely here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam. Purnat Purnam Uttachate. Purnashya Purnameva. Purnashya Purna. Om Purnamidam. Purnamada Purnam. Ayah, forgot the verse. My God. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachate Purnasya Purnameva. What is the last word? Krishna. Anyway, I hope you all know. So he's complete. Even there's a thing that come out from him still remain complete. But even the thing come out from him complete, and he as the one who creates that thing, he still remains complete. How to understand that? See, I got $100 in my pocket. And now Satyanarayan Prabhu said, can you give me $20? I say, yeah, I take $20. So when I give him $20, what happened? My $100 have reduced to $80. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna can give the entire wealth to you and he still remain wealthy. He still remain everything complete. Okay. So that means he's all pervasive, localized. In fact, he's both. He reserved the right for not being exposed. He reserved the right. That is choice. He doesn't want to expose to person who are not surrendered soul. Prabhupada writes, can you see that ecstasy of Prabhupada when he write this? He doesn't want to expose to person who do not surrender. These checking curtain, what does it mean? The curtain that covers is called Maya energy of the Supreme Lord. And it controls the limited vision of the rebelled soul. Wow. So it controls the limited vision of rebelled soul. What does that mean? The soul that went against him. The soul want to enjoy individually. Okay? Rebelled. And it's now explained as follows. Text 19. Maya javani kachannam ajna dokshajam avyayam na lakshya se muda drisha nato natyadaro yata maya javani kachannam. All right? Maya javani kachannam ajna dokshajam avyayam na lakshya se muda drisha nato natya ke nato natya daro yata. Anybody?
I'll try, Prabhu. Maya javani kachannam atnatho sajam avyayam na lakshya se muta drisha nato natya daro yata.
Very nice. Next. Okay. Maya javani kachannam ajna dokshajam avyayam na lakshya se mudda drisha nato natya daro yataha. Maya, deluding. Javanika, curtain. Achannam, covered by. Ajna, ignorant. Ajna, right? Ignorant. Why these things coming like that? Beyond the range of material conception. Adoksham, beyond the range of transcendental. Avyayam, irreproachable. Na, not. Lakshya se, observe. Muda drisha, by the foolish observer. Nata, artist. Natyadara, dressed as player. Yata. So Nata means what? Artist. Natyangal. Okay, Bharatanatyam. You know, the one that dance, not Nata. So Nata means is artist, the dancer, whoever, the performer. Then Natyadara. So when you see that the dancers, what? They dress in such a, like a player. He dress like, like for instance, when someone is going to act like Narashinga, they start to put the thing, you know, they dress up like that. And Yata as. Right? Translation, please.
Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, the eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy, you are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Hare Krishna.
Revolt. Being beyond the range of limited sense perception. So that means all our senses are all limited. We cannot go more than what we can see. Now we're also wearing specs. That's also this thing. We cannot hear more than the higher decibel. When the decibel goes up, we can't even hear. All right. We cannot taste more than what our tongue can perceive. All right. Because all our senses are all limited. So we cannot understand with our limited idea, perception. And that Lord is eternally irreproachable factor. We cannot approach, cannot go near, cannot understand, because he's covered by the curtain of deluding energy. The curtain of deluding, the curtain of Maya. You are invisible to the foolish. Prabhupada writes, Sutta Goswami says, Mother Kunti Devi is telling, you are invisible to the foolish observer. How is invisible? Just like an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Sometimes when you go for a movie or we go for a show, Even if any of you have been to Bharatanatyam, all right, because I remember my younger sister was a Bharatanatyam dancer. You know, when small time, and they all used to have that stage show, I'd be wondering, where's my sister? Because all of them look alike. All with the makeup, thick makeup, and all of them look alike. So like that, Krishna covers himself. Let's look at the purport. So now Prabhupada writes here, all right? He says, in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord affirms that less intelligent person mistake Lord Krishna to be an ordinary man. They made a mistake. They think Lord Krishna is an ordinary man. All right? Because that's why Krishna says, fool derides me when I descend in the form of a man. And thus they deride him. Yes, that's what is here. They deride him. All right? They make fun of him. They say, no. The same is confirmed herein by Queen Kunti. What she says, the less intelligent person are those who are rebel against the authority of the Lord. Rebel means what? Those who do not recognize or go against his authority. Rebellious. Such persons are known as asuras. So such person who go against the authority of the Lord, who are rebellious, they are known as asuras. Okay, now if you have any question, please stop me immediately. Yeah? The asuras cannot recognize the Lord's authority. Okay? Do the asuras need to have 2 horns on their head and 2 protruding teeth with all this ugly form? Prabhupada writes here very clearly the definition of asura. The definition of asura or demoniac are the one who could not recognize the Lord's authorities. That's why what we say, even the atheists are the asuras. Okay, I want to recall. What did we study in Nectar of Devotion? Who are the asuras? Can anyone remember? Those who attended the Nectar of Devotion class. Number 1, the one who cannot recognize the authority of Krishna. They are called asuras. Who else? Anyone? Vaishnava Prabhu?
Who do not follow the Vedic rules.
Okay. Second, another one?
Acting whimsically.
Whimsically?
Every sacrifice, puja and all they do on their own. Concocted ideas.
Concocted idea. All right. Okay. But there's another one shocking term. Rupa Goswami part said. Rupa Goswami said something, a very shocking term, something new. Who are another form of asuras?
Take shelter of other Asuric culture, Prabhu.
Yeah, you're almost there, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Taking shelter.
Shelter of the demons, Prabhu.
Yeah, that is atheism. What? There's another one. You're almost there. Taking shelter of ... They are still known as asuras.
Atheist, Prabhu.
Who attended our class on Nectar of Devotion? I think most of you, right? Sadguna Mataji, Nanda Devi Mataji. Do you remember?
Sorry, Prabhu, I can't remember.
Huh?
Sorry, Prabhu, I can't remember.
Can't remember. Okay, Vraja Prema, I saw you unmuted.
Taking shelter of Maya.
Wrong. Shelter of ...
That three.
Not three. Okay. ... Taking shelter of this personality, you are still classified as asuras. And what are that personalities? Taking shelter, you're right.
Demigods.
Yes, demigods. Taking shelter of the demigods, we are still considered an asuric mindset. That's why when you see all the demons who are taking shelter of the demigods, Hiranyakasipu, Hiranyaksha both worship Brahma. Ravana asked the boon from Shiva. So taking shelter of the devatas, we are still fall under the categoristic of demigod. Yes, Vraja Prema, Krishna Das.
Prabhu,
Hmm.
I'm having a doubt, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Okay, taking shelter under demigods.
Hmm.
Somehow or other, demigods is devotees, right?
Yes.
Especially Lord Shiva.
Yes.
Lord Shiva is a devotee. Taking shelter of a Vaishnava and then taking shelter of demigod. How to understand that particular term?
Okay, what is taking shelter means, first of all?
Adikalam.
Adikalam means what? Okay, what is shelter?
Shelter na veedu da. House.
No.
House protection.
Protection and everything, right?
Yeah.
So when I come and take shelter at you, with you means, what does that mean?
Shelter with you means purila, Prabhu. You couldn't understand.
Okay, say if I come and take shelter of Raja Prema, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm taking shelter of...
Raja Prema
Belief in
will
him.
protect you.
Trust him or belief in him, is it?
Yes, what Gandhi Mataji, Mangala Mataji say, correct. Believing in him and taking protection from...
Total
Then,
surrender, Prabhu.
yes, I cannot come and I cannot... Adekalam or shelter means I'm surrendering to you. I'm depending on you. Do you understand, Raja Prema?
Okay.
So when I talk taking shelter of my spiritual master means I am totally surrendering to my spiritual master and take his advice. Adekalam, shelter.
Okay.
So when we understand that Lord Shiva and Lord Kartikeya and Ganesh and all these are great devotees of Krishna. There's no doubt about it. And they are great personalities, yes. And Krishna also warns. We study that in following cantos. Even Lord Vishnu will warn. Anyone offends you, Lord Shiva, I will send him straight to hell. There's also saying that Lord Vishnu also says, no one can offend you, even my devotees. Right? So, but what I'm saying is, what Rupa Goswami Pad is saying is, he says that taking shelter means fully surrender unto certain devatas for all kind of protection and protection, and there's another word I forgot. The word came to my mind, I just slipped. Taking full shelter, fully surrender. Purida Vraja Prema?
Amma Prabhu, but now we are taking shelter of our spiritual master. Our spiritual master என்ன சொல்றாங்களோ அதுதான் நம்ம ஷெல்டர் எடுக்கிறோம். So spiritual master is saying that Krishna is the ultimate அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. So இப்போ Lord Shiva வந்து is one of the Mahajan. So one of the authority that we can take shelter. So இது வந்து எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் என்ன புரியலன்னா, இப்போ அந்த demigod கிட்ட நம்ம ஷெல்டர் எடுக்க முடியாது. So அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. So but இந்த விஷயத்துல வந்து Lord Shiva is a Mahajan, is an authority that we can take shelter. How to understand this matter, bro?
Depends on the mood that what you go to Lord Shiva for. If you go to Lord Shiva for a pure devotional service, if you go to Lord Kartikeya, Lord Ganesh for a pure devotional service, there's nothing wrong with that. But we are talking about taking shelter means surrendering. Because the word that what Prabhupada writes here is very clear. What did he say? That means Asuras cannot recognize the Lord's authority. That means you don't recognize the Lord's authority. You got it? You're trying to do things independently, thinking that Devatas can help you, can save you. So they cannot recognize. Are you with me?
Krishna Prabhu, is it like totally rejecting Krishna?
No, not totally rejecting Krishna. Let me say, like, for instance, like this, right? Say now, I am in this particular place, and my local assemblyman, I take shelter of his local assemblyman. Okay, the local assembly, the local politician. Okay, when I take shelter of the local assemblyman, I think he is everything, and I don't recognize the authority of the prime minister. Will I be in trouble?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely, Prabhu.
Huh?
You will get trouble. Very great trouble.
Great trouble. If I just keep it to myself, no problem. If I open my mouth, it's big trouble, right? When Anwar comes in, hey, you, who the hell are you? Hey, Tato, you are everything for me. Finish. So like that.
I put you under ISA, Prabhu.
Oh, we have a special branch here. Yeah. So like that. So that means when we are talking about not recognizing the authority of Krishna, authority of Vishnu, independently worshipping the Devatas, right? And what Krishna says, you worship Devatas, you go to the planet of the Devatas. But when the annihilation happened, you finish, you are gone along with the Devatas, right? So Devatas are someone beyond us, but they are very powerful. Demigod, like, you know, that in Ipoh, that Bhakti Bhagavatam Maharaj was talking. He said, the title demigod is extraordinary. It's not an ordinary kind of power. It's extraordinary power. And they're directly serving Krishna. But, Braja Prema, do you remember why Rupa Goswami Pat says that taking shelter of demigod is asuric? Why? Do you remember? All right. Anyone can remember? Of course, you asked the question means you don't remember. Why? Why okay, what is the difference between Devatas and Acharyas? Is there any difference? Come on. Yes.
Demigods, I think they're still entangled in this material world, but Acharyas, what is it called? That they actually liberated. They come from the spiritual world. They come us to save us out of mercy. That's my understanding of it.
Okay. So what do you mean by they get entangled with the material world? How do you say that word? What do you mean by that?
I mean, they also got they under cycle birth and death.
That is everybody got it, but even the Acharya also got it, birth and death.
Okay.
Acharya also born and Acharya also die.
Is it a three-mode material nature, Prabhu? Is it?
Acharya suffering three-mode of material nature.
They still have a lot of desires.
Exactly. The opulence and the desire, the demigods still having strong opulence and desire. Namaras, do you understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Understand.
That's why you cannot practice bhakti in heaven. Because there's too much of pleasure. Atam, patam, kondatam. And you try to go there and chant Hare Krishna, finish, cannot. Then you see Ramba walking past you. Oh, yo, who's that girl? Then you see Urvashi coming. Then Gandharva will be singing some karaoke. You know, karaoke. Who's that sound? You think you can practice? So that's the difference. Raja Prema, you raised your hand. Raja Prema. Okay, I think it's not there. So now you understand. Because even that in the Nectar of Devotion, because Nectar of Devotion is the book that teaches you to become a pure devotee of Krishna. To become a pure devotee of Krishna means you have to be 100% dependent on the Lord. You don't have any of there's no more your personal opinion. All the opinion that you have is the Vedic opinion. Why? Because the Vedas is the mother and the father is our spiritual master. Right? So Vedas is the mother and the spiritual master is our father. And the goal is Krishna. So we don't have any personal opinion or personal understanding. We just simply depend on Krishna. So that is the symptoms of being a pure devotee of Krishna. Right? So that's why Prabhupada writes here. He says that Asura means who cannot recognize the Lord's authority. He still thinks that someone else still have that kind of, they can still help me. Right? So now then Prabhupada writes. What he writes, he writes here, when the Lord appears himself among us, like Rama, Narasingha, Varaha, or his original form as Krishna. So what he do? He performs many wonderful acts which are humanly impossible. Even when the Lord appears in ordinary form among us, he come in the form of Ramachandra. Right? He come in the form of Narasingha Varaha. Okay, Narasingha Varaha maybe is something we cannot understand because half lion, half man. Varaha is wild boar, Kattupandi, Avadaram. Maybe you don't understand. But let's look at Rama and Krishna. Right? Ramachandra can make the stone float in the ocean. Can anyone do that? And Krishna could carry the entire mountain with his small pinky finger, even though they come in the form that we are very familiar. Right? So that means he performed many wonderful acts just as which is humanly impossible. It is not possible in a human form. And we shall find in the 10th canto, we see in the 10th canto this great literature. In this great literature, the 10th canto, we will find Lord Sri Krishna exhibit his human impossible activities. He will start to perform anything that is. So he dance on the snake of Kaliya. Can you imagine? Poisonous snake, and he dance on the head. And he dance, he hit. The Kaliya start to ooze poison, like, hit like a hard knock on the head. Then after that, he carried the entire mountain with his small pinky finger. When he was only few days old, he sucked the breast of Puttana and killed her. Right? And when he was a small boy, and then he was a toddler, right? Around 3-4 years old. He was so naughty, the mother cannot take it because he goes to the neighbor's house and steal the butter. Makan chor. Makan means butter. Chor means thief. He liked to go and steal the butter. So the mother, no choice, tie him on the mortar. Olakai, tie him on the mortar. And he was so strong, he pulled the mortar along. He was still, after time, he still walk. And there's a huge tree, Arjuna tree, huge tree. Giant tree, huge. That's standing there for thousands of years. And when he went by, the mortar stuck between the two trees. Stuck between the two. He couldn't go. And he just pulled the entire two trees, fell down. Kuvera, Nala Kuvara. Right? Kuvera and Nala Kuvara. Kuvera, the sons of Kuvera. Kuberan, what is his name? Nala Kuvara, Manigriva. Manigriva, right? Nala Kuvara, Manigriva. Yeah. Both of them suddenly came out. How is that possible, such a child? All right. So now Prabhupada, even from the days of his lying on the lap of his mother, he killed Puttana. All right. Prabhupada mentioned here. Although she smeared a breast with poison just to kill the Lord sucked the breast like a natural baby, and he sucked out her life, very life also. And also he lifted Govardhan hill, just like the boy picking up a frog umbrella. What is frog umbrella? What is frog's umbrella? Anyone knows?
It's a kind of a village umbrella, Prabhu.
Huh?
It's kind of umbrella made in the village.
No.
No, Prabhu, yeah. It is carried in a Lord Vamana, when he comes, he carries that.
I know, I understand. But what is the frog umbrella means? Frog's umbrella.
It looks like a frog.
Huh?
It looks like a frog.
No.
It's made of thatched leaves.
Okay, any other opinion? I heard someone say
Prabhu, lotus leaf, Prabhu.
No.
It's a kind of mushroom, Prabhu.
Mushroom. It's a kind of mushroom. Frog umbrella means it's a kind of mushroom.
No, Prabhu, it is kind of, that's kind of, this umbrella is used in Kerala.
But do they call that as frog's umbrella?
Yeah, when Mahabali comes, he uses that.
Yeah, I understand that umbrella. Oh, okay, maybe, but the terms of frog's umbrella, they call a kind of mushroom.
Okay, Prabhu, but I have always, from childhood till now, I always thought Mahabali uses the frog's umbrella, Prabhu.
Because the umbrella looks like that. It's a kind of umbrella like a frog.
Yeah.
So the frog's umbrella, the form, that means the thing that Mahabali carried, what they call that, what is name? What is name?
Mahabali. He comes on Diwali days to Kerala.
Yeah. Trivikram, yeah. So when he comes,
Mahabali.
The one that gets three form of leg, right? The dwarf Brahmana.
Then he also carries the same umbrella because he's going to see Mahabali in Kerala, Babu.
Yes. So the umbrella, the umbrella looks like a mushroom, right? It's a kind of umbrella, the small one.
Yeah, it looks like all umbrella look like a mushroom, Babu.
Yeah, but I don't know why they because what I've understood, the frog's umbrella means a kind of mushroom. It's a kind of umbrella, looks like a mushroom, right? It looks like a mushroom like this. Right, just like these, like this. So it's not very big. It's so tiny, you know, the tiny kind of umbrella. So anyway, so the frog's umbrella, just a boy picks up a frog's umbrella, picks up that mushroom and stood several days continuously just to give protection. Where is it? Protection to the residents of Vrindavan. These are some of the superhuman activities of the Lord described in the authoritative Vedic literature, like the Puranas, Itihasas, Upanishad, etc. He has delivered. Okay, we understand Purana, Itihasa. Itihasa means like Mahabharata, all right? So he has delivered wonderful instruction in the shape of Bhagavad Gita. He has shown marvelous capacity as a hero, as a householder, as a teacher, and also as a renouncer. He is accepted as the supreme personality by which authoritative personalities like Vyasa, Devala, Asita, Narada, Madhva, Shankara, Ramanuja, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath, Chakravarti, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, and all other authorities in the line. He has himself declared as much in many places in the authentic literatures, right? So now Prabhupada is quoting, he is also accepted by not ordinary people like Vyasadev, Devala, Asita, Narada, Madhvacharya, right? Madhva, Shankara, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Jiva Goswami Pat, Goswami Pat, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pat, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and all the authorities in the line. He has himself declared. But at the same time, he also has declared that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And yet there is still a class of men with demonic mentality. Despite all this, there's still a class of people who are in demonic mentality, who are always reluctant to accept the Lord as the supreme authority. There are still some crazy people out there, right? Sometimes the crazy people can be also in our own family. In our own family, huh? Like my first sister's the family husband, all they're all very atheistic. Despite me and my younger sister devotee, and she's one particular, they're real weirdos. Right? It's still real weirdos. So this is partially due to their poor fund of knowledge, because they have less intelligence. They don't have enough knowledge to perceive that idea. And partially also due to their stubborn obstinacy. They're very stubborn. No. Just to say like person don't like you. Just because of you, they don't accept the authority of Krishna. Do any one of you experience like that in your family members? Just because of you, they don't accept Krishna. Right? Anyone got such experience? Yes, Vaishnav?
A lot, Babu.
A lot, huh?
Yeah.
Because of you.
Yes.
Because of Vaishnav Prabhu is Hare Krishna devotee, I don't like Hare Krishna. That's it.
Yeah. They will talk more about the Bangalore, what's his name, Prabhu?
Huh?
The Bangalore, Sai Baba.
Oh, Sai Baba, Puttapati.
Yeah, because they simply say Sai Baba. Pata is a fellow from Kerala. No?
Oh, Sai Baba from Kerala, is it?
No. They bring somebody and say it's Baba, and then he's come to collect money, Babu.
Oh.
So everything is Sai Baba. Oh, the temples are very well to do, Prabhu. In Puchu, all that. There's a lot of money, Prabhu.
Why like that? Huh? Why they got a lot of money and this thing, they are very opulent?
Yeah, Prabhu, everybody complains. Lord Krishna doesn't give to devotees, but gives to non-devotees.
No. You know why? You know why?
You want to go deeper and deeper down to hell, bro.
No, they are lapdog of Maya.
Yeah, bro. Lord Shiva gives them everything, bro.
No. Lord Shiva also don't give. Lord Shiva also don't entertain these kind of rascals.
But Maya is his wife, bro.
Maya is his wife. That's a job. So when you become a Sai Baba, Shri Baba, or this kind of any bogus movement, so you will get all the opulence in the world because you are a lovely child of Maya Devi.
Yeah.
So the Maya will not give you the understanding to come out of it. Maya will give you more and more faith. Even Krishna says, I give you the faith. Even you are doing wrong, but I give you the faith. So how he gives the faith through the material energy? Because material energy is very powerful. Right? So material energy is so powerful. That's when they are deceiving. Even I remember Chakravarti Prabhu. Chakravarti is actually Sri Vaishnava. He's one of that priests in in the Ashta Lakshmi temple in Besant Nagar. Besant Nagar, Ashta Lakshmi temple is very dear friend of mine. So there's one joker in Chennai, he called Shankara Baba. Okay, he used to like Sahajiya. He used to dress like a Krishna and start to dance with all beautiful girls. He thinks because he's a Krishna, it seems, and all the beautiful, and he looked like one of that Telugu movie comedian, comedian. Such a, I mean, because Krishna is all beauty, and this guy is all ugly, and my cousin is so crazy after him. So then, okay, what happened? Of course, now eventually he was arrested. He was sent because he went and, I don't know, molested some gopis, I think. His so-called gopis. So, when Chakra Prabhu was telling, he said, this is the new kind of Baba appeared in Chennai. When that Ati Varadaraj Perumal, remember after 40 years, they took out that Perumal from that Vishnu from the pond. 40 years once, they take him out, they give darshan for 1 week and they put him inside. Only 40 years once you can get that opportunity. So many people went and they also supersede the Tirupati. Until Tirupati, there's no crowd. So Tirupati crowd all were there in Kanchi. All right. So what happened? What this joker did, he went and installed Ati Varadaraja in his ashram. So he thought that so many people come and start to worship the Ati Varadaraja. All these kind of bogus things. So what my friend told me, it's okay that we can even pray to some shaman, the Bomo, or we can pray to some Muniswaran, Muniandi, or Kali, or at night, they with the what they call with the neem leaf. Okay, in Tamil he said it. Even you can worship this kind of lower, lesser, demigods. It's okay. But worshipping this kind of jokers will definitely take us on a royal route to hell. Right? So it's very important. So that's why it says. So, and because of their stubborn obstinacy, they are very stubborn. It's not to say they don't want, but they're stubborn. This fellow is in devotee. I don't want to become a devotee. And they talk nonsense. Right? And this is the thing, result from the various misdeeds in the past and present. All these things happen because of their very past misdeeds. All that bad karma they have done. And Prabhupada writes here, such a person could not recognize Lord Krishna, even when he was present before them. So another difficulty is that those who depend more on their imperfect senses, they start to depend on the imperfect. The sense is not perfect, but they think their vision is perfect. They believe their intelligence is perfect. Their 3 years is perfect. That means they are depending on their imperfect senses. They cannot realize Krishna as the Supreme Lord. So such persons are like the modern scientists. Right? Modern scientists. They want to know everything. They want to know everything. And how they want to know? They want to know through their experimental knowledge. Experiment. Because they have imperfect senses, how can they perceive? When they want to see the atom, they cannot see with their own eyes. They have to create something to see the atom. So they want to see everything is experimental. But that is not possible to know the Supreme Person through the imperfect experimental knowledge. See, like one of my relation, the fellow is a crazy who believes scientist is everything. Right? And he can go on talking. These, that. Then I told him once, I just asked him one question. But why humans are different? Why your understanding and my understanding are different? When we are mechanical creation from some mechanical combination of certain kinds of atom, ingredients, or maybe some kind of chemical reaction. He said everything starts with a chemical reaction. So that means when everything, can I say it's mechanical? He said, yes, that's mechanical. But when it's mechanical, everybody created mechanically. Everybody should act simultaneously in the same character. When a factory produce, say like this computer, the millions of computers that they're going to produce from that factory acts alike. It's not that my computer will act differently and your computer will act differently. All the computers that produce from that line or that product, that model, all should act the same. Right? But when we are created mechanically, but why are we acting differently? Right? Then I told him, you cannot take spicy food. Even your stomach don't have ulcer, all this, but he said he can't take it because your tongue cannot accept spicy food. Then I said, but my tongue loves spicy food. You say spice is bad, and I can say spice is good, and I can give you 101 reason why spice is good. Why are we different? Right? Why are we different? Even the child that came from our chemical combination, my chemical and my wife's chemical combination, and the product is totally opposite of me. It doesn't have any features, 100% features of me. It just have a little feature of me. Me and my wife combined the little features, but not absolute features. The feeling, why the feeling is so different? One person says Palestine is good, one person says Palestine is no good. And he said, well, I say that shows that you are a fool. All right? Oh, how can you say that? Say, why are you angry when I say you're a fool? You know, because you have poor fund of knowledge. Or then tell me, I say, you won't be able to talk. So no point arguing with you. So this kind of the imperfect experiment, that means I tell you, the scientists are the most foolish people on earth. The scientists are the great fools. Okay? They can say that this thing, but this is a scientist we are talking about, the scientists who are against the Lord, who can see all miracle and they still cannot understand there's someone behind this miracle or behind this awesome things that is happening around us. Right? The man created things was so imperfect, but the nature, every day in Malaysia the sun rises 7:20, sharp dot 7:20 the sun rises. All right? For millions of aeons, the sun rises at 7:20 in Malaysia and sun sets at 7:20. Never went wrong. Perfect alignment. Perfect. Not even once the sun rises at 7 o'clock or sun set at 8 o'clock. Everything is in alignment. But all the creation the man made, they need alignment. After some time, just like the car will start to push to one side. So you have to go to the workshop and align the tire again. You have to keep adjusting, right? So like that. So he's described herein as Adoksaja. Okay. So now Krishna is described as Adoksaja. Why? Because it's beyond the range of experimental knowledge. All our senses are imperfect, proper rights. All, not only everything, imperfect. And we claim to observe everything and anything. And we must admit that we can observe things under the certain material condition only. Only in that certain material condition, which are also beyond our control. Right? I can see the beautiful blue sky when the sun is there. But when the sun sets, I can sense something up there, but I can't see it. I don't know whether it's a beautiful blue sky or is it a rain cloud. I can't see. So the lot is beyond the observation and sense perception. So Queen Kunti accepts this deficiency of the conditioned soul. She accepts that is the disadvantage of the conditioned soul, especially of the woman class who are less intelligent. Alamak, what does that mean? Right? So woman class, less. So we have already discussed that so many times. Less intelligent means what? Because they are very emotional. Because they only take care of the children and everything. So we are talking about something out there, right? For less intelligent men, there must be such things as temple, mosques, or the churches so that they may begin to recognize the authority of the Lord and to hear about him from the authorities in such holy places. This is going to be another shocking things. What Prabhupada writes? For less intelligent men, people who are less intelligent, for them, there must be such thing. There must be such thing means what? How do we understand such things? I mean, there should be some arrangement like the temple, like the mosque, or like the churches. For what? So that they can start to begin to recognize the authority of the Lord. So you go to the temple, you see the deities are well decorated, well decorated. with all ornaments, with all gold and all beauty. And also go there, what do? You hear about him. All right, we go to the temple, you don't allow any Tom, Dick, and Harry to come and give a talk, but you listen to the authorities in such holy places. Okay, I hope you're all following me. But now let's look at another shocking thing that what Prabhupada writes. He says, for less intelligent men, such beginning of spiritual life is essential. So, for the less intelligent men, how do we understand these Prabhus and mothers? For less intelligent person, can we say for this kind of person, this kind of setup is created? Raja Prema Krishna Das, are you there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Now you understand?
The thing is that for them itself also they are unable to take the authority.
No, that doesn't matter. That is secondary. We don't talk about that. Remember that day I told you about this?
Yeah.
Now Prabhupada is confirming. So, for less intelligent men, the temple is created because they cannot perceive beyond the point. But those who are very intelligent, so who are the very intelligent one? That's why.
Prabhu.
Yes. Yes, Raja. Yeah, go ahead.
Address
Intelligent
person.
I don't get it. What do you see?
இல்ல பிரபு யார் intelligent person பேசுறாங்க?
I don't understand what you're saying. Anyway.
It's telling you are the intelligent person.
Hey, what are you? No. I am the most less intelligent. Okay. So for the less intelligent, and what for the intelligent one? What in Bhakti it's mentioned in this thing? Remembering, chanting, and glorifying the Lord. Remembering, chanting, and glorification is what the intelligent one perform. Okay, so now we are saying for the less intelligent man, this is the beginning of the spiritual life. For them, it's essential because they cannot meditate the form of Krishna. So they go to the temple, they see the form of Krishna. All right? But is there anything wrong? Nothing is wrong. Okay? But sometimes, anyway, I don't go into that detail. All right? There's another point that I was having a discussion with some mentors and everything. Okay, but now, so for less intelligent man, beginning of the spiritual life essential. But only the foolish man decry the establishment. So even that is created for this less intelligent to have this kind of establishment. But the foolish one, they totally no intelligent. They decry the establishment. Hey, why temple? Destroy the temple. Why this thing of such places of worship, which are required. What is that idea about the temple, Prabhus and mothers? I want you to really look into it because we are serious students of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are no longer a sentimental devotees. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam can raise your standard from wherever you are. It raises your standard up. So that means we are understanding. Prabhupada have given all this kind of, because when we study Prabhupada's purport, we understand a lot of things. He says such place of worship is required for what? To raise the standard of spiritual attributes. Raise the standard of spiritual qualities, attributed qualities for the mass of people. That is the goal of temple. That's the goal of the temple. So when we are increasing the standard of the spiritual attribute, that's why we have to bring people to temple. The more and more people we have to preach, let them come and see the deities. When they see the deities, their forgotten memory will be revived. Oh, look at this. All your forgotten memory to revive your forgotten relationship. The temple has been created. So then Prabhupada writes, for less intelligent person, bowing down before the authority of the Lord, as is generally done in the temple, mosque, or churches, is as beneficial as it is for the advanced devotees. So now Prabhupada writes, That means as bowing down. When you go to the temple, you bow down. Right? You bow down. Bow down before the authority of the Lord. It's generally done in the temple, mosque and churches. It is as beneficial. It's very much benefit even for the advanced devotees to meditate upon him by active service. So the idea about setting the temple is so that we bow down to the Lord, we accept the authority of the Lord, and that's a place to meditate upon the Lord in active service. We go there, we cook. Why? Because the temple is the only place, is a place establishment in the mode of goodness. Once we out of the temple, we become succumb to the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. We go to the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So the temple is the place where we should practice the mode of goodness. Because the mode of goodness is a mode of which is conducive to practice sadhana bhakti. After you're in the mode of goodness, when you start to practice sadhana bhakti, and eventually you come to the level of Suddha Sattva, you come to the level of pure goodness. How do you go to the level of pure goodness? That means beyond the three mode of nature, goodness, passion, ignorance, beyond that you have to go to the pure transcendental goodness. How the thing starts? All right, that's verse Rupa Goswami 1.1.1 of the first verse of Nectar of Devotion. What is that? They know 1.1.11, if I'm not mistaken. Anya Bilashita Shunyam. The verse. Right? Anya Bilashita Shunyam. So we have to engage in this without any kind of expectation, any motive. Spontaneous. So first thing that we should develop as a devotee, first we have to get the faith. Right? How do we get the faith? Through the association of a devotee. First you have the faith. You go to the temple. But where the faith comes, before that, the first thing comes attraction. And that attraction, where the attraction comes? When we are struggling in this wilderness of this material world. When in this material place we are suffering and struggling, then we start to ask question. Why? Then we start to seek for answer. And through the seeking of answer, you get attracted to some kind of philosophy. That means by reading some Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, or some small books, Way to Krishna and everything, we say, wow, it makes sense. Then we come to the temple. Then the attraction starts to the Lord. Oh my God, look at this beautiful couple. So beautiful. Radha, Sri Radha Kannaya. Or Sri Radha Govinda. Or Sri Parama Karuna, Nitai Goranga. Who are these people so beautiful? And then seeing the attractiveness of the Lord, then they start to hear the glories of the Lord. They sing song and everything. Then after all the thing done, they ask, what were you all doing? Why these things? Why you all look so divine? Why you all look so nice? Who are you actually? Who are you people? Then the association of devotees starts. But before that, a kind of faith arises in the heart. I think I can find peace here. Then with association of devotee, the faith deepens. Then you start to engage in devotional service. First with motivation. What is that motivation? I want peace. That's a motivation. I want calm. I want peace. That's the biggest motivation. But after you achieve peace, then there's no more motivation. You become spontaneous. Well, I got my peace. So what is next? Well, you need to come into ecstasy. But before you come to the level of ecstasy, you must be spontaneous. That means there should not any more motivation. When I come to the temple, immediately I just take up and I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to be attracted to any kind of office politics, temple politics, or this. I don't have any avesha or false identification, ahankar. I don't fight. I don't quarrel. Because I come here I am already got my peace that I wanted all the while, which was almost impossible for me to get anywhere else. Now I got it at last. Right? So when I got the thing at last, I got my peace. So what is next now? Huh? There is something which is above the peace. That's ecstasy. So in order to get the ecstasy, I must be spontaneous. I come to the temple, I chant 16 rounds. And slowly now I chant more than 16 rounds. I start to take up Srimad Bhagavatam, study all the books of Acharyas. I start to fast on Ekadasi. I start to perform certain rituals required for purification. So while you're doing that, just like, okay, then you become spontaneous. Okay, how? What is that analogy? I given that analogy during that Nectar of Devotion class. What is Rupa Nuga? Raga Nuga, spontaneous. How the spontaneous character will come in. Just like this. When a girl married to a man, she enters into the house of the husband. When she enters into the house of husband, at first she follows the rules and regulation. The mother-in-law says, well, first thing, your altar is here. The matchbox is here. We don't use ordinary oil. We only use ghee. So make sure before you light up the thing, when you put, you make sure you put the ghee in a fireplace. Let it dilute. Then take only 2 teaspoons. Don't use a lot. Ghee is very expensive. Just 2 teaspoons. Put it slowly and light the diya, light the lamp. In the morning, we offer to the Lord maybe 3 dates or 5 dates. That's a morning, early in the morning. Then after that, we offer to the Lord this dosa and chapati. So then after that we offer. So the mother-in-law puts all the rules and regulation. So that means when we start to practice sadhana bhakti, we follow the 4 regulative principles, follow the rules. Now you understand? Now your son, my son, your husband doesn't like to eat this. All right? He doesn't take this, he doesn't take that. So make sure you don't serve him that. So they learn. After all these things, what happened? After one few months of practice, it becomes spontaneous. At first, she'll be so scared because she entered into the husband's house, a stranger's house. After 6 months, she becomes spontaneous. She becomes part of that household. First thing, she wake up, she knows she have to take bath. And after that, she knows what to do. She knows where's the matches are there, where's the ghee is there, how to dilute the ghee. And she get adapted to the rules of the house. The rules of the house were introduced by the mother-in-law because the mother-in-law heard from her mother-in-law. So like that, the rules of the house she becomes, and after that she becomes spontaneous. She becomes so spontaneous. She don't need to listen to any more rules. Now, first thing she have to do the no. She become spontaneous. So that is Raga Nuga. So after we come to the house, after we start to practice like how the daughter-in-law practice becomes spontaneous, like that we go to the temple, we start to this thing, we get rid of all these unwanted anarthas, unwanted rubbish, thoughts, I and mine, everything, somehow or other you get rid, you come to that level of Raga Nuga, spontaneous, Anya Bilashita Shunyam. After you come to the level of Raga Nuga, then what is next? Then you start to feel some kind of ecstasy, bhava. And bhava, there's many kinds, sanchari, 5 types of bhava, rasa. Right? Then the bhava, then after you come to the level of bhava, okay, then your reciprocation is different. You start to see Krishna devotee, you go into ecstasy. You see the tilak on the forehead, you get into ecstasy. When someone say Krishna, you get into ecstasy. When you look at the Lord Krishna, is so ecstasy. When you come to the temple, you see the way the Lord is decorated with beautiful garland, you go into ecstasy. Everything that thing matters in the temple make you excited. Suddenly you take the prasadam, eat, oh wow, what a prasadam. Everything about Krishna, you get excited. After all this perfection, then Krishna says, well, I think I should give you prema. That's it. Once you get prema, it's different. You go crazy. Prema is something that cannot be described. Cannot be described. But prema we can get in Bhagavatam. And we can get prema through Guru Bhashya, Guru Vakyam, Prabhupada's Purport. We can get that. Because after seeing that, because I've been referring sometimes with other Gaudiya Math books, I do read. Right? And all the things that I was thinking, then when I look at Prabhupada's Purport, wow, Prabhupada has mentioned here. That's what Prabhupada says. My book is enough. You do not need to refer any other books. Just scrutinizingly study my book. Right? But Prabhupada knows this is not his book. But when he says my book, who is that Prabhupada? When we really sit and analyze our Acharya Srila Prabhupada, there's a lot of things you will start to understand. It's extraordinary. Prabhupada is extraordinary. Right? So like that. So what happened? So all these establishments are created so that we can get benefit in the even when once we become to the advanced level, then we to meditate upon him by active service, and through that we achieve perfection. All right. So that's a wonderful thing. And tomorrow we're going to read about text 20 and 21. My favorite text. Remember, I put in the group. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaye Namo Namaha. So when this is unapproachable by any asset, he's ordered to show special mercy upon his diminish the upsurge demonic person. Queen Kunti specifically adores the incarnation of this thing. So this is a prayer that attracted Krishna. That made Krishna to stay another few more days. Okay, later we'll study that. I think tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Tata Paramahangshanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidanartham Katam Pashyema Histriya. Text 20. Right? So you can see Histriya. Right? Woman. So just imagine Mother Kunti Devi. She'll be praying to Krishna as a woman. What I can do. So that's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting prayers. So we stop here. It's already Krishna 11:30. My God. So text 20 we'll discuss tomorrow. And please don't miss tomorrow's session. By all means, please try to come. And of course, we want you to read the thing. Tata Paramahangsanam. Okay, advanced transcendental Hangsanam. Muninam Amalatmanam. Bhakti Yoga Vidam Artham. Right? Katam Etam Histriya. All right. What is that? We will discuss that tomorrow. All right. So, with great excitement, at the same time, sadly, we need to close the class now. So, we stop here. Now, we open for questions. Is there any questions, any comment? Just a quick one. All good? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So what we are doing is, please take note, we are just simply reading Prabhupada's Purport. And this Purport gives so much of nectar. After we complete, I will just combine all the words. What are the prayers? We can say this prayer every day. Like text 27, Prabhupada gave a very long purport, 2 pages purport. So all these things, we don't want to rush. I think we can end up studying 1 purport a day. Namo Kinchana Vittaya Nivirta Guna Virtaye Atmaramaya Shantaya Kaivalya Pataye Namaha. Imagine the mother Kunti, the word that she used, Janmaishwarya Struta Shribir. Right? Another one of my favorite words is this one, the verse, okay? Namo Pankaja Namaya, Nama Pankaja Nabaya, Nama Pankaja Maline, Nama Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pankajangaraye. All these are very powerful prayers. If every one of us can simply recite the prayers every morning after your Mangalarati, after your Mangalarati, you just can get up and just chant these prayers and memorize these prayers. even we can remember any of these prayer, any one of these verse, we can be well taken care. I told my children, the first thing all my 4 children, I told them to memorize this verse. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. And after that, I told my children, he said, well, look here, if I am at the final moment of my time, I can be in frustration. I can be, don't come and say, Daddy, I love you. Daddy, I miss you. Don't talk all this nonsense. Don't tell me, oh, what could happen? Don't worry, Pa, Krishna, don't worry. I'm going to get another best doctor to save you. Don't ever waste your time. Simply come to my ears and recite these prayers. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Right? And my children get very angry when I say, why are you talking this nonsense? I say, not nonsense. You must know. Because any of these prayer we can remember the time of death. All right? We will study that in Prabhupada's purport. I don't want to jump the gun and tell you right in front. Okay? So, shall we end the session? Is there any questions that you want to say or any comment? All right? No comment, no question. So, if you have any takeaway, like what Satya Narayan Prabhu yesterday did, please make up a quick, what they call, takeaway, and you can post in the group. All right? Those who didn't come. So, Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Our great Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to all wonderful devotees assembled in Zoom and also in YouTube. All glories to you because of your enthusiasm and excitement that make us going. That's a fuel that make us going. And tomorrow, who would like to express your gratitude? Anyone would like to come forward to express your gratitude to Srila Prabhupada? Look at the Prabhupada's purport. His gem, his secret. The summarizing is even more sweeter than Vyasadeva. He's already summarized the entire Veda in Vedanta Sutra. And he took the Vedanta Sutra, he summarized further and gave Srimad Bhagavatam. And that Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Sukadev Goswami. He's become even more nectarian. And that nectarian talk was even narrated, re-narrated according to the understanding of Sutta Goswami. It is also so much of pleasure to the ears. And that pleasure is even further narrated by Srila Prabhupada through Purport, Guru Bhashya, Guru Vakya. It's even more tastier. And we are so grateful for all these kind of things, right? So expressing gratitude is very important. Anybody like to come forward to speak tomorrow? It's by volunteer. Don't say, I've already spoken, so I don't need to say it again. So whatever things that you are inspired, every day you should be inspired to express your gratitude. Anyone? Tachaini Mataji, do you want to try tomorrow? Expressing your gratitude? Is that okay? I think she's not there. Sadguna Mataji? Tachaini Mataji.
I'm here.
Can you express your gratitude, Mataji, tomorrow?
About
your happiness in Srimad Bhagavatam. Do you know that?
Oh my God, there's a lot to say, but just
Yeah,
one.
Mataji, do you know that we express gratitude before the class? Do you know that?
Yes, I heard.
Thinking about what I got a shock.
No. I scared other people won't like what I say, or I'm.
It's
very
not
naive,
like that. It is not like that, Mataji. It is not. The expression of gratitude is very voluntarily, and you have right to speak. Even I also cannot stop you halfway. Don't talk all this. No, we cannot do that.
Okay. No problem. And tomorrow, exactly what time you want me to talk? You give me a specific time. Actually, I'm traveling to overseas tomorrow, but give me a time where I can talk.
Tomorrow you're going overseas.
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow at 9:30.
Okay, can I talk first before I leave?
Yes, of course. 9:30 sharp. You can speak. Then after that you can leave. No problem.
Okay. No problem, Prabhu. Tomorrow I will talk.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope whatever I said is benefit to others.
No. You are not going to benefit anyone. You are just going to say something from the heart. You are being thankful. because being
Yes.
thankful is very important in the culture of acquiring knowledge.
Okay, no problem, Prabhu. No problem. No problem. I
Is,
hope I
what-
don't bore anybody, but I love to talk about Krishna and nobody else. I'm sorry. My feeling for him is not just a bit of it's because he's Bhagwan or he's my Lord. And no,
You can
he's
talk
more than that.
tomorrow. You can talk tomorrow. You
Okay.
can take time and talk. All right. So tomorrow is Friday.
Okay.
Following
Yes.
Monday, whoever want to do it, please come forward. Okay. So
Awesome.
okay. So we end the session here. Thank you so much. All glories to all assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srimad Bhagavatam. See, we meet you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha paditanam pa Vaishnava. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.